Yeah, welcome everyone. I hope you can all hear me. Please, I want to be sure that everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, please go on the live chat and signify that you can hear me so I can be very comfortable to continue this discussion. Good evening and welcome everyone. I hope you can all hear me. I just need one of okay, great. Great, great, great. Good. So we are good to go. So you're welcome to the Ethereum Nigeria Bootcamp. And in fact, all I can say is well to start with congratulations first. Then secondly, to also tell us that this particular bootcamp experience is going to be we are going to be in for a short time. We are going to really grasp the full knowledge of why we are here at this Ethereum Nigeria Community Bootcamp for this next 4 to 5 weeks. So it's a good time to be here today. It's a good time, I think, this is a great day to actually start the bootcamp because incidentally, unfortunately, Bitcoin just hit the all-time high of over the year, over 19 months today, over $41,000 for the Bitcoin. So it's a very good time for us to start the bootcamp on this particular note for us here at Ethereum Nigeria. So I'll just quickly run down the activities for this evening, and today happens to be the opening ceremony, the opening day for this bootcamp, for this 5 weeks bootcamp. Today happens to be the opening ceremony. So today, basically, what we are going to be doing is just to share information, background information, house rules on how we are going to go, along these 5 weeks that we are just here today. So just to tell us a brief background of what we are, what we stand for, why we are here, and the team that is pulling this together. My name is Simeon Nofa. I am a fintech / Web3 consultant. I've actually done a series of fintech products from Agile Cash to Tigna Pay, which I'm currently building at the moment. And also in Web3, I've been involved in a couple of Web3 projects, Zebra Protocol, the Ethereum Nigeria, which I'm a community lead. And also I have my colleagues here, which are going to be meeting shortly in the course of this ceremony. We have Titi Etok, who's in this speaking as well, one of our leaders in this community. Then we have what we Nigerian local balance for, or that of them all. His name is Mr. Enoch Mbaide. We're going to also meet him. He's going to give us the opening remarks for this particular bootcamp. Once again, you're welcome. And the goal of this bootcamp, or the goal of this particular event, is to get ample knowledge about what is happening in the Web3 space. I know that a lot of focus is currently on cryptocurrency, which are actually the incentives of blockchain itself. This bootcamp is going to take us through the very rudiment, the very foundation of blockchain, the entire blockchain and the concept of the entire blockchain, from DRP to decentralized application, decentralized finance, understanding smart contracts, and also understanding the Ethereum virtual environment, which is the EVM, which is the foundation of all smart contracts in the world today. So we're going to have this knowledge, as a way for us to pour us into 2024 with the right knowledge to delve into Web3 and blockchain. And I just want to also tell you that do not be afraid. Blockchain itself is not a core coding environment. It's what we call a low-code environment. So if you have not written a line of code before, if you are not a developer, if you are new to this space, don't worry, you are in safe hands. There's nothing to be afraid of. You will start, even without that background, you develop your first app, write your first smart contract during the course of this bootcamp, because we have experts in-house who are going to give you guidance from the start to becoming an expert. So I'm going to run you through the brief introduction before I introduce Mr. Enoch, who is the Ethereum Nigeria on the Ethereum Nigeria team lead, national lead, Mr. Enoch Mbabe. I'll give you a profile. I just quickly run through this Ethereum Nigeria, understanding what we stand for and why this community is relevant to us today. Well, we are, sorry, I'm trying to follow my slide. Okay, great. So we are, like you said, the gateway to the blockchain revolution. We are devising the largest community of Ethereum developers or Ethereum entities in Nigeria as it is today. And our goal is to transform businesses, communities through collaboration and knowledge sharing so that we can make this blockchain knowledge accessible to Nigeria. Because one of the major adversaries to blockchain adoption is lack of knowledge and lack of information dissemination in the space. So we stand here today to hello, sorry, I was muted. All right. So I'll just go on now. Our mission is to foster a thriving Ethereum ecosystem in Nigeria with our passion for Ethereum and decentralized technology drives us to connect, educate, empower individuals across the country. So our goal at Ethereum is to provide knowledge, to provide insights in the Ethereum, and also to drive a robust community among ourselves. So this is a 4-week bootcamp. And as we go on, we hear from the Mr. Enoch, our leader, our country leader, who's going to also give us insight, lay the ground rules, and give us the basic foundation of what this bootcamp, what we aim to get in this bootcamp. My role is just to moderate, provide moderation for this session, and also invite Mr. Enoch to come on board and give us his opening remarks. So I want to his profile. Mr. Enoch Mbabe is a gospel software engineer and a blockchain developer. A seasoned professional with a robust background in software engineering, blockchain development, and project management. A DEFCON 5 alumni and top earner on Bounties Network. Leader Ethereum, leader Ethereum July 2019. Ethereum journey is characterized by a commitment to continuous learning and a passion to contributing to disruptive innovation in the tech industry. So let's welcome, put our hands together as we welcome Mr. Enoch, who is our lead Ethereum Nigeria, to run us through his opening remarks, his opening notes, while we take it from there during the course of this event. So, Mr. Enoch, please, you have the floor.
Right, thanks so much, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Can hear you. Can hear you better.
Thank you so much. I want to appreciate you all for, taking up this opportunity to you know, give your of experience. One thing, for making this happen and also give thumbs up to the team behind at the back end. Working, the bootcamp is happening at this point in time. Behind, behind the scene, putting things, putting all effort to see that this is happening. So I'm so happy, and you guys really so you know, this is like pretty so we want to the best of you guys uh, was like okay, I'm gonna stop the video for it to be more. I believe it's better now. So there's a quote by Fred. He says, everything will be tokenized and connected by blockchain one day. So the ecosystem needs you, need your the ecosystem needs you, need your support, and that's why we are, doing this. We want you guys in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, you're already, leading the space, and it's a win-win thing. For you to be leading is a plus for us. So I want you guys to put in all attention, because we have taken time to pick out the facilitators, and we're not charging any of you for this event. So what we need is your attention, um, your engagement in all the activity sessions, and then you'll see the results. So I remembered in 2019 when I came into the space through the Ethereum scholarship at Japan. We also passed through, a boot camp like this, series of intensive training. So, and that's what we are kind of replicating here, so that you guys can have, the world class setup. So we want to see you guys, doing, writing out some technical stuff, publishing it on Ethereum page. We want to see you guys, we'll be rolling out our bounties network. The bounties network. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's why you're here. What is Ethereum and what is blockchain all about? So that's why you're here. If you're not, if you're not, if you are new, that's why you're here to learn. So Ethereum is actually a use case in the blockchain. Blockchain is a shared and immutable ledger that facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in the business network. So in the blockchain, you have the opportunity to build different use cases that addresses different needs. Ethereum is a use case in the blockchain. Bitcoin is a use case in the blockchain. Filecoin is a use case. So when you come, learn, and then you might, who knows, come up with a use case as well. So there's something about it. There's something the DG said, DG of NITDA, Mr. Malam Kashif, he said something about the blockchain space. He said, it is time for us to build use cases. Sure. There will be time for questions. It said it's a time for us to build use cases, use cases that can solve solutions for localities. So, and that's why we're here. Not, in the blockchain space, a lot of people are kind of focused on, doing things around the trading aspect. So, okay. Say something. All right. So So we want to like raise guys who are technically inclined, who are also developed, who are also, ready to learn how to build solutions. And then in the next 1 year, we want to see how we can mentor you guys to the peak and then see what's happening. The world is waiting for you guys. There's a lot of opportunities. So, and within this block, within this boot camp, we want to invite you guys to our larger events. So a whole lot is at stake. So I'm going to allow Simon to take over from here. And I hope to see you often and often. Just have a good day. Once again, you're welcome to our space. Welcome to Ethereum Bootcamp. And a lot of prizes, so just be on the watch. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Enoch, for your opening remarks there. We want to appreciate you for putting this up, for leading the team, that is putting up this particular event. Thank you once again. We want to appreciate you so much, because this is a free event. Nobody's paying for anything. In fact, we are not just going to be going home with knowledge at the end of the boot camp. I hear Mr. Enoch mentioning bounties. As time goes on, we are going to see how those bounties work, and those bounties are actually tokenized. I know that anything that is tokenized on the blockchain is actually a store of value, and anything that is a store of value is actually an asset, and anything that is an asset can actually be cash. So I think I'll just leave it at that for now. So we're going home with value, intangible value of assets. We're also going home with asset, tokenized asset, which is also intangible value as well, and as well very valuable. Before I continue further, I just want to various facilitators that will be taking us through this whole journey. Mr. Enoch is one of us, is our team lead. Mr. Enoch, the Bible, I just read his profile before he started speaking. Mr. Simeon, which happens to be just sincerely, is also part of the facilitators that will be taking you to this journey. I'm taking the class on decentralized finance. I've spoken a bit of myself. I'll just move over to the next speaker or the next facilitator. We have Mr. Etete Eto, the software engineer, blockchain developer, AI and machine learning expert. Mr. Ekete, I've just gone through his profile. He's a software engineer, like I mentioned, his specialization in back-end development, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and blockchain developer, and blockchain content writer. With a proven track record of delivering high-quality software solutions, Ekete excels in server-side web development, building decentralized applications, integrating advanced AI technology, and contributing to the development of blockchain ecosystem. One thing I can assure you, I haven't participated in Mr. Etete's class myself. It's a session, it's a speaker you will not want to miss for anything. He practically breaks down the knowledge of blockchain, smart contracts to the barest minimum. So even if I just come into the tech space, and you don't know how to code per se, I said, you will be able to grab the knowledge that Mr. Ekete is going to be delivering. That I can assure you, especially in the areas of smart contracts and decentralized applications. So the next speaker is Mr. Joku Git, a water enthusiast, DeFi trader, ex-Nigeria Port Harcourt community lead. Certainly the community lead of Port Harcourt is a gifty coin, the team enthusiast with over 3 years, having dived into the different aspects of the Ethereum blockchain. Also taking part in lots of projects and innovation, working currently with 2 other blockchain developing, onboarding users into the blockchain and Web3 ecosystem. So Mr. Gate is also a seasoned facilitator in the blockchain space, and is doing a whole lot in the blockchain space in Nigeria. There are several projects and several aspects of the blockchain just being numerous and being magnanimous to actually count. We have content developers on the blockchain. We have product creators. We also have consumers. Whichever areas of the blockchain that you find interesting, you are going to have valuable and sweat time. So somebody was even asking if this is actually a place for beginners. And I emphatically said yes, and yes, it's actually a place for beginner because we are starting from the very scratch of we're starting from the very scratch of the very foundation of blockchain up to the more complex stuff. So whether you're a beginner, you're a middle expert, or you're an expert, this is actually a place to be in the next 4 weeks. And Mr. Itete is also going to run us through the programs, the various programs and program schedules. It's not something that will take people about time. In fact, it is going to just about 2 days or 3 days per week. And I think I will allow Mr. Itete to run down the schedule itself. But before he does that, I will just run through the first and foremost the goals for the Bootcamp while we are here. Like we've said and I've said over and over again, so the chains provide participants with fundamentals and foundational understanding of Web3 technology and its principles. To inspire, Ethereum Nigeria also aims to inspire participants to foster innovation and entrepreneurship within the Web3 ecosystem. A lot is happening in the Web3 space, and I must say, we are already seeing something that is trying to go on already in the crypto space. So the interest, the enthusiasm, the drive is coming, the adrenaline is also coming into the crypto space. And that's why I was excited when I said this is the best time for us to start for those of us that have never participated or heard about blockchain and cryptocurrency before. And also connection. We are building a community where we need to connect. Connecting is key to ensure the community is sustained. So we create a community of passionate and knowledgeable Web3 users, turning them into blockchain professionals. So we want to believe that at the end of this bootcamp, or even before the end of the bootcamp, participants can contribute actively into the space, into the blockchain space. And when you are asked, how do you know, how come you know this so much about blockchain? You will tell them that you participated in a bootcamp, Ethereum Nigeria, and you were vast with this knowledge in terms of writing on our blockchain content, contributing your knowledge and how you feel blockchain can actually improve various traditional brick and mortar operations that is available for around you today. So our objectives, our objective to aid participants understand and explain fundamentals of blockchain and so that gain knowledge about smart contracts, cryptocurrency, their roles, and how to manage them securely. Discover and explore the world of decentralized applications and decentralized finance. I've said these steps over and over again. To some of us, these steps, this sounds like jargons. To some of us, these steps, they are too big in our head. But I can assure you, from the very first class, when you be taught the fundamentals of blockchain, decentralized data technology, and the concept of decentralized finance, you'll begin to understand what these steps do and how you can apply them in real life application. Real world application of these technologies. So I think I'll just leave Mr. Itete to run through the curriculum and the breakdown of all the program schedule from grade 1 to the graduation week, and I'll come back, talk about the ground rules and the criteria for graduating and the benefit for those that completed the program, what they are going to do and how we are fixing them up globally in the blockchain and Ethereum space. So Mr. Itete, let's put our hands together for Mr. Itete eventually, of course, while he takes over the floor. Mr. Itete, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simon. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. My name is Etete Tok. I'm a software engineer and a blockchain developer. So welcome once again to the Ethereum Nigeria Bootcamp 2023. The bootcamp is specifically designed for people that have zero knowledge of blockchain. If you have an idea or you're an expert in the blockchain, of course, it's also designed to suit you. So looking at our activities for the week, we intend to run a 4-week program. So after this, after the opening event, you will receive emails with the dates and links for the classrooms and all of that. But running through the curriculum for the first week, we are looking at introduction to, of course, blockchain and Web3. Here we intend to explore and understand the significance of Web3. We intend also to explore the basics of blockchain technology and how it works. We will also be looking at cryptocurrencies, digital wallets. Then we'll have some practical sessions on how to actually implement this in real life. Then for the second week, we'll be looking at smart contracts and Ethereum. Given that at the end of the first week, we'll be familiar with some basic or most of the basic blockchain terminology. So when we enter the second week, we're talking about smart contracts. Now, smart contracts are just terms and agreements that run on the Ethereum virtual machine. We'll get to understand all of that. Then we'll also look at the capabilities of these smart contracts on the Ethereum network and other blockchains. How can it be used? What is it used for? And look at real life examples of those stuff. Then also we'll have a hands-on who actually, you don't know coding platforms where we can actually use predefined smart contracts to interact with the blockchain. So we'll be doing all of this in the second week, actually using smart contracts to build something so that we can get a hands-on it. Then in the third week, we'll be talking about decentralized application. Now, with the knowledge of blockchain, we'll explore further into decentralized applications. I don't know how many of us are familiar with some platforms like maybe Uniswap or Aave. Those are all Web3 protocols. There are a lot of them. So we'll be looking at all of those and how they work, what makes them work. Basically, they work on smart contracts. So we'll be building a simple or a basic decentralized application. We don't need to have any coding skill, like I mentioned before. There are no coding platforms that allow us to do all of this. Then in the fourth week, we'll be looking at decentralized finance, which is the bag, what everybody is rushing into when they talk about blockchain. Everybody wants to make money from the blockchain and all of that. So all of that happens with decentralized finance. And of course, decentralized finance are just decentralized applications, but they are now building it for financial purposes where you can actually make some money out of it. So we'll be looking at all of that in the fourth week. And we understand that this is a festive period. So in between also, we'll be having a break for our festivities, which will resume. But it doesn't take away the fact that for every week, we'll be having our bounty hunt there. The participants or the students with the highest score every week qualifies for that bounty. So for the 4 weeks, we'll be having 4 winners. Then at the end of it all, in the 4 winners, we'll definitely have one winner that would take the bigger prize, but the 4 winners are all winners. So, and at the end of the day, if you participate fully in the program, you make sure you do your tasks, you are interactive in the program. At the end of the program, you'll be certified. And of course, since it's a blockchain event, your certificate will be on the blockchain. So it can be verified any day, anytime. So I encourage us to put in our best. I know when I started, I had no idea of blockchain, but there's no big deal in blockchain. It's just something you need to understand, and it has a lot of opportunities and potentials. Once you understand it, you can use it to build anything that suits you. You understand? So welcome once again to the Ethereum Nigeria Bootcamp, and put in your very best. Thank you very much. Mr. Simon, please.
Wow, Thank you so much, Etete, for that brief rundown, and I'm sure that the participants are already excited already. They are very things like the knowledge they are going to gain, which is massive, and also the bounties that and the certification that we need to recognize. So that's a whole lot. It's enough for us to be encouraged to stay put in the class, participate in the class works that will be given to you by your facilitators, and also complete each of the fast schedules so you don't miss. I cannot tell you, you don't want to miss anything because blockchain in itself is still very nascent as it is. It's still very recent, it's still very new. And those of us that are coming to here to participate in this knowledge game for now, this particular opportunity is actually a very big asset for us because we are going to go into real world applications, see how we can tokenize projects around us, and of course, the goal, of course, is for us to make money. So don't be scared when you hear when you are hearing things like smart contract, the application, the centralized application dApps, Ethereum, EVM, and the whole of all these things that you talk of jargons. But you are in the right place today that is going to actually make those things into knowledge that you can easily grab and actually utilize them for real world application. Just as Mr. Etete has said, we have had the ground rules participation in class. We provide participants that completed the classes we receive the certifications. Participants should utilize the Telegram channels. We have Telegram channels. We have our Twitter space. We have our Twitter handle, which you can engage, for questions because beyond the classroom is just for 1 hour, but beyond the classroom, we can also engage the facilitators on our channels, Telegram channels, our Twitter handles, and of course, WhatsApp is also there. But basically, our active channels are Telegram and Twitter. And I think Mr. Etete will share that for us on the platform as we go along in the program. Then emails are also primary means of communication. So we have our email, which is info@excelnigeria.com. So you can send us email for other engagement in terms of questions, the concerns you may have, as to how to take the class further. Introduction to facilitators, if you have done that, and I like it that various facilitators of their expertise. So I think at this point we'll be allowing for questions and questions while we facilitators and also our team lead will provide answers. So if you want to ask the questions, you can just signify by raising up your hands and raise up your hands, you'll be unmuted and you ask your question. Do I see hands? Oh, good. D has raised his hands and Lauren and Lucia. D, please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I want to first of all thank you for this opportunity to dive into the world of blockchain and Ethereum and smart contracts and everything. So I wanted to ask, like, aside the bounty and the certification, is there like free mentorship after the program? And is there a way to, because at the end of all this and at the end of boot camps, it's also, should I say, it also be nice if there's an opportunity for us that have learned and gone through this boot camp, where we can apply the knowledge or that's like an internship position or a entry job. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I know that Mr. Etok and Mr. Enoch will also jump on this question as well. But one thing I can assure you is that you are in a very safe community. At least you can take that into account. What I mean by safe community is that our team lead is very accessible and has throughout the teamwork that we bring together as a team working, provided the right mentorship and the right information for us to grow as a community. The key word is community, and yes, there is mentorship in the community, and the key word is also to help us to grow. So I just want to show more light on that answer, but the basic thing is that I will tell you today that you are in the right community for growth and for collaboration.
Okay, Mr. Simon, just okay, people are complaining about the phone. Please, that will be fixed in. Mr. Simon, just to throw, when you venture into the blockchain space, there's nothing more powerful than the community. Once you are in a community of, once you belong to a blockchain community, the opportunities are, and also a member of the community, of course, there will be many opportunities there. And that's what Ethereum Nigeria offers right now, the opportunity to belong to blockchain community, a national blockchain community that actually, like you mentioned, of course, we are always open to guide and direct, of course, opportunities. So, about the blockchain, what happens? The idea is that as participants in the blockchain, we choose to join our community. Of course, the link to join the community was shared through emails. We will also send some emails. Please do well to check the mails. Belong to the community. There you can have a podcast, ask all the questions, ask, you can meet a lot of people from different spaces, different regions in the world. And that's what Ethereum Nigeria is offering us. So when after the member of the community, opportunities are endless. So that is it for now. For the form, I'm fixing the form now. So in a minute, please.
So I'm going to just I see Osinachi raising his hand. So I will just you can unmute yourself to ask questions.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thanks once again for the opportunity to be part of this bootcamp, and for helping us aid us in learning new things relating to smart contracts, Web3, and the rest of that. And please, I would just want to get clarified on something. So, as a smart contract auditor, is there an opportunity, like after learning these processes, for me to like be more engrossed or to learn a lot from the process and be a good smart contract auditor? Because I have a special flair for smart contract auditor, and I would like to um, dive into it deeper. So, will I be able to do that after the boot camp, or I will have to go for extra training outside this boot camp to get more details about smart contract auditing? Thank you.
Yes, like you said, the process, the learning curve, it's going for us, first of all, to lay the foundation for those that are just joining us, and those that have gone on a big step for that. We still have intermediary boot camps and trainings actually, or not for newbies, but for people that who are also extending knowledge to another place. So we have intermediate engagements. We do those engagements on our Twitter handle, and we also do those engagements, do those information dissemination on our Telegram channel as well. So yes, we provide that kind of support for you that want to go a step further in the knowledge in space. And why this particular bootcamp is for us to be able to bring more people into this, to teach them about the rudiments and foundation of blockchain, We also provide that space. So the key word is not participation in community. We bring experts on ground for them to guide you on the journey to becoming an expert. So yes, we have that opportunity to expand the knowledge gap within the blockchain space. Before we go on to Mr. Shehu, who is also raising his hand, there's one question here. And I think this question I would like Mr. Enoch to provide answers to. He said, please, what's the difference between Ethereum and other platforms, and why should we choose Ethereum? So while I have my answers, I want the answer. I want to hear from the horse's mouth himself to give you the answer to that question. Mr. Enoch, please.
Okay, can you repeat the question again?
Okay, so please, what's the difference between Ethereum and other platforms? And why should we choose Ethereum?
What's the difference between Ethereum and what?
Other platforms.
Okay. All right. Okay. Beautiful question. The space is actually growing, and we have a lot of protocols out there. So I'm speaking as an ambassador to Ethereum because I came into the space through Ethereum, and came into the space and then learn about the technologies and everything about it. I just fall in love, and I decided to to start off something in my home country. So Ethereum is one of the first technology that's come about smart contracts, coming up with a virtual machine where you can be able to express yourself and interact with the blockchain, So Ethereum started it, and then we have other protocols as well. It's one of the largest. So a whole lot is sitting on it. You have the base, Coinbase on it. You have a whole lot of technologies, leveraging Celo, so many leveraging on it. And recently they had a recent event in Istanbul, and a whole lot of protocols came down to Istanbul, so controlled by Ethereum. So it's really the future is really bright on the Ethereum space. So do your research and then make your choice, but I just want to let you know that a whole lot of opportunities on the Ethereum ecosystem. Likewise, others. It all depends on where you're coming from, what you want to aim and achieve. You can still achieve one purpose, one task with different routes. So I don't know if I'm answering what I don't know if I've answered you. I don't want to be I just want to be very open. So it's open. Ethereum is open source. Just come learn and then build up your stuffs. Simon, maybe take it over from here.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Aaron, just to throw more light, just to added a giant to what Mr. Aaron has just said. But for me personally, this is just my own thoughts or my own ideas. While I see Bitcoin as a father of the blockchain itself, the Bitcoin network, father of blockchain, I see Ethereum as the mother because Ethereum literally gave birth to so many of these protocols that we have today. The ability for smart contracts, for interactivity beyond just transaction of value and assets. So engaging in, developing contracts where people can come together to have a stable understanding and be self-executing on its own. It's massive and it has given birth to a whole lot of protocols today. And another thing that drives blockchain is community. The members of participation, of that particular community. And perhaps Ethereum has one of the largest community of blockchain networks in the world. So I think that Ethereum is actually good. So just like Mr. Enoch has said, do your research, compare the various protocols, and I'm sure that you will see right in Ethereum. Welcome to Ethereum. So we have one more hand being raised. So Mr. Sheikh, please unmute your mic and ask them.
Okay, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Sean. Call me Mr. Sean. I just want to ask a few questions. One of them is considering the blockchain technology so far, what do you think is the future of DevOps and cloud engineering? It gives me a kind of concern. I really don't know. I really don't know. That's number one. Because you are already in the field, so I believe you can say better, considering I don't know if there will be a different ecosystem that will enable blockchain to live, or is it pushing cloud away, or are they going to share the same ecosystem as like tenants and all that? That's number one. Then number two is that the blockchain itself. I'm happy that considering week 3, for instance, I talk about decentralized application that will help, and number 4, decentralized finance that will help to foster one's knowledge and practicalize that in building some applications. But I'm also concerned, like the first person asked the question, if the place to enlarge one's knowledge, perhaps internship or something, tutorship, mentorship or something like that. Although you've answered the question already, that you talked about subsequent advanced training that's going to occur. Thank you.
Mr. Simon, if I may. So, first and foremost, there's a clear distinction between the blockchain is actually in the cloud because it's made up of multiple nodes. And that's why we are here for this bootcamp to learn more about that. So if you're asking if the blockchain will take over the cloud, I can tell you that everything is going to be decentralized very soon. And we have decentralized clouds nowadays. We have decentralized storage. We have so many platforms coming up to decentral, because the idea is the major difference between your regular application in the Web 2 and a Web 3 application, which we call decentralized application, is that in the Web 2 space, everything is centralized. Okay, just a typical example, right? Let's use Google, for example. So imagine that today Google decides to shut down its servers. Billions of people will be affected by that. So what Web3 is offering is that this power that Google has, it should be shared, right? So if you are storing information, it's on different multiple nodes. If you are using a particular application, it's on multiple nodes, so that even if one of the nodes fails, you have millions more that can carry on, right? So that's just the major difference. Everything in the Web2 space is centralized, is on a server. Amazon, Google, Jumia definitely should be on Amazon server somewhere. So all of that is centralized, and we've been trusting these people over the years, is fine. But then the blockchain gives the power back to the people that, okay, whatsoever we do, let it be decentralized. I choose to share my information. I don't have to go and save my information on a particular server because the owner of the server, for instance, Google says you must register with your email and password, and they have your profile picture and everything. So on the blockchain space, all of this is decentralized. I mean, there are a lot of, there's what we call zero knowledge in blockchain, where you can verify something without knowing that thing. So if you have like a profile picture, you don't want people to see it, but they can verify that you have it, it's possible on the blockchain. So that's a whole lot of it. Then for the second question, of course, the opportunities and the good thing about the blockchain is that if you check Okay, if you are going back the edges of the internet, where we have the Web 1, where we had Web 1 was you only view it, you can't do nothing with it. So this range from between as early as it could till the late 1990s. Please, can you mute yourself, please? Please kindly mute yourself. Thank you. All right. So in the Web 2 space, we had where you can interact with the internet. That came about the era of Facebook, Google, eBay, all of that. But the power these people had is that they own the server. So they decide what they want you to do with the server. So the Web3 space is saying, no, let power go back to the people. You as a user, you decide which information you want to share. You choose which information you want to share, and nobody can actually access that information unless you give them that permission. So the blockchain is that secured, it's fast, it's transparent, and that's why a lot of people trust. Imagine doing like a voting system on the blockchain where it's transparent and you cannot hack another person's wallet address, right? Except the person gives you the permission. So this is a process where if you have a voting or an election using the blockchain, you are going to have the most the transparent election so that you cannot rig it. So these are a lot of things that the blockchain offers. And as we proceed in the bootcamp, we'll get to learn more and more about these stuff. So thank you very much. Mr. Simon, please.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Ekeke, for that answer, and it's quite a concise answer. I think we have one hand raised, but before I go to the man, Mr. Mahmoud, that is raised, there's a question on the chat. It says, does smart contract development, a non-coding programming? I think I'm trying to understand your question. I don't know if Mr. Ekeke can please jump for this. What will go to Mr. Mahmoud? Okay, so smart contracts basically is actually built on the programming language, right? Like it's Solidity, which is the popular smart contract programming language, which is also a subset of JavaScript, in itself. So, but basically, we call it most especially low-code environment, where we can adopt other smart contracts, to design or to fit into the applications that we currently want to use. So yes, there is the fundamental aspect of smart contract with the programming itself, but as a medium to be coming into the space without that programming knowledge or programming skill, what we are saying is that you can slip and state in smart contracts applications, decentralized applications, and understanding it to how to develop projects. So yeah, so I think that answers the question. So Mr. Mahmoud, can you unmute yourself and ask the question? I think that will be the final one. So Vance, so call it a wrap. Mr. Mahmoud?
Can you hear me?
Mahmoud, please, I cannot hear you.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, Ethereum Nigeria. I want to ask one question. If I'm not preempting the bootcamp entirely, for instance, I understand what blockchain and Web3 is, for instance, but what is the stand of Ethereum in regard of like blockchain? It is a type of blockchain, things like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other stuff. I don't know how to figure like their relation with blockchain. Yeah, thank you.
I think that is basically please unmute yourself. So mute yourself. So I think that is basically the idea for this particular bootcamp, for us to have that understanding, of the role of Ethereum blockchain. There are several blockchains. Bitcoin itself is a blockchain, but most of the time, we are always focusing on the Bitcoin cryptocurrency or the Bitcoin token. The token is just an incentive on the blockchain, but of course, it has been that asset has been tied to it. So now that's why we see the rush. So Ethereum is another blockchain itself. We have different blockchain or protocol or networks, that are available. So this bootcamp, of course, will give us when we start the very first class, which is commencing. When we start the very first class, so we'll be able to learn more, have more knowledge about the Ethereum blockchain and understand the various fundamentals and rudiments of the blockchain itself. So I think we've quite dealt that question. I want to just quickly run down through the various days and the various calendars and schedules. I know that everything did that, but I don't know. We'll also be sharing this schedule to you so that you can have it like a timetable and know when the class are commencing. The class will be commencing tomorrow, 6th. We're going to have a class 6th, 8th, and 9th of December for this very first week, which is week 1. And we're going to be looking at the very first week will be about the introduction to blockchain, the evolution of Ethereum, and cryptocurrency. Week 2, which is December 12th, 13th, and 15th. Like we said, it's just going to be 3 days in a week. We'll be having introduction to smart contracts and their role in Ethereum. Session 2, the second topic will be Ethereum and its smart contract capabilities, while the third session for that particular week will be overview of Ethereum smart contracts, no coding tools. With Ethereum, which is 18th, 20th, and 22nd of December, we'll be looking at decentralized applications and how they differ from regular applications, overview of no-coding dApps tool, and deploying a dApp. So that will be with Ethereum. Then we're going to have a break from on the 23rd because we understand that this is the festive period, the Christmas and the goal of the festivity period will start commencing from on the 23rd till the end of the month. And we understand that the distractions, a lot of people will be traveling and all of that in the holidays. So we're going to be having a holiday break from 23rd December to 2nd of January 2024. And that will take us to week 4. And the class will be on the 3rd of January, 5th of January, 6th of January. We'll be looking at introduction to decentralized finance, overview of the foundational platform in DeFi ecosystem, and application of smart contracts in DeFi. So basically, this is the program schedule and the timetable, which will also be shared for us, for those of us that are here today in this orientation class. And as we go along the line, we'll now begin to engage further. Our Telegram handle. Yes, the timetable will be sent to our areas. The timetable will be sent to our areas. Our Telegram handle, you can give our Telegram handles for more and further. Our Telegram handle is at Ethereum Nigeria. Same thing with the Twitter and the Ethereum Nigeria. So engage with our handles for more and more information, and we'll send the schedule to your. So there's a task for us. So kindly fill the form that has been sent to the group chat. Sorry, to this live chat, so that we can actually mark your attendance. Remember, we said attendance is key for you to be able to get all the goodies in the class. The bounty for one attendance. So this is the first task now that are given to us. attendance, fill out the attendance form. Because once you don't fill out the attendance form, it will be assumed that you were not present in class today. And that is already counting against your winning the bounce. So fill out the attendance, fill the name to the chat on this call, to qualify to start with getting your bounty. So fill the attendance link and fill it with the right information and details so we can send you all the timetable, the class schedules for this particular class. So we have two persons raising up their hands. We have Isaac Wanda and Oluwaseun Shokunbi. Isaac Wanda, please unmute your mic and please. Okay. I think the
Okay, all right. Can you hear me? Good evening, everyone.
good evening.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to open the link to fill the attendance, but it's not opening. So I don't know whether it's only at my end. Yeah, I can see
Actually,
other
it's
people.
not, the link is not loading at all. The URL is not loading.
Okay, so that's the first part. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so that's the first part. The second part is I want to thank the Ethereum Nigerian team for putting this together. So I would want to ask, are there perks, like let's say internship opportunities for participants of these boot camps? Do we have something like that in the pipeline for participants who would successfully finish this cohort? That's my question.
All right, thank you so much, Isaac. I think we'll answer the question in the course of the meeting. Yes, like you said, after this meeting, there will be opportunities that will be shared on our Telegram group, on our Telegram channel. So the goal is for us to engage the opportunities that will be shared, not just beyond internship. Yes, internship is part of it, but beyond internship, we also have the other more opportunities for us to develop and also upgrade our skills in the blockchain space. So, Oluwaseun Shokunbi, please, floor is yours.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Stanley. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I would like to appreciate everyone for this privilege, especially the organizers of this program. And I am so much more enthusiastic about it, and I cannot wait to get started. Okay, so I think I also want to talk about the form also. It's not working. The form is not working, and I've been clicking on the link for a lot of times, and it's keeps saying that cannot be reached or something. So that's just one of the concerns. And then and I would also like to
Sorry, it's not edible. Sorry, I said you are not audible enough. I can hardly hear you.
hello, sir.
I think your network is.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So and I would also like to state that I can actually hear some of the things that have been said in the meeting. But I want to believe that they are not too vital that I won't be able to get later on, because I find it difficult trying to get some part, especially when the organizer, the founder of Ethereum Nigeria spoke about it. Spoke about introduction to the program. So I could not really grasp so much as such, and I hope they're not so vital, and I hope that they will be brushed over again. So we'll be able to have access to all the information. I think that's what I want to say for now. Thank you, sir.
Well, I don't think I fully grasp the question you asked, and I don't know if any of the facilitator was able to grasp your question.
Please, can you come again? Your line was breaking for a while there. The person that asked the question, please.
Okay, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying is that I was unable to hear most of the information that was being passed across in the meeting very well. So I could hardly hear like when the founder of Ethereum Nigeria spoke, which was introduced earlier. I could hardly hear what some of the things that he said, and I hope they're not like too versatile um for me to have missed. Like I hope they will be repeated so that I can like hear them so well. So and also I would like to say that eh, are they going to be virtual all through that are we going to be having a meetup, probably a physical meetup in at any point in time, probably at the end of the meeting? Is there any physical meetup that is being organized? One and two, um, um, will we be able to cover so much within the 4 weeks to be able to be satisfied enough to be a blockchain or smart contract developer? So those are my questions. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Simon, if I may. All right. So for your first question, I would like to also inform you that this opening event is actually streamed live on YouTube. You can, of course, I'll drop a link to the YouTube page. You can always rewatch all of this at your spare time. Then for the second question of the timeline, yes, we actually did a lot of brainstorming to come up with the perfect curriculum for you guys. So we believe that at the end of this program, you would have all the knowledge you need to interact with the blockchain environment for a no coding environment. So when we're talking about Solidity, Solidity is actually a programming language, and we all know that you need at least 3-4 months to master any programming language, especially for people that are very, very new to programming. So for Solidity, yes, we have other bootcamps that are coming up. I can't say much for now, but as long as you're a member of the community, trust us that you will be a certified Solidity developer soon enough. You also, not just Solidity, but every other aspect of blockchain. There are a lot of opportunities in blockchain. There are the community developers, the Web3 marketers, of course, the coders, and there are a lot of it content writers, technical writers. So there are a lot of opportunities on the blockchain space that you can benefit from. You don't have to code to actually succeed in the blockchain space. So for the Solidity question you raised, Solidity is actually a programming language. It's a fusion of two programming language, which is C and JavaScript. So you need to give yourself time, at least 4 months to actually master that. But the good news is that at the end of this program, you would know everything you need to know to interact with the blockchain. You don't need to code. There are a lot of no coding platforms that you can actually use to build stuff, to do what you want on the blockchain. And at the end of this program, you have that knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Tete. So I don't know if we still have challenges with filling with opening the link or the form.
I don't think so. Someone has said he has filled the form. Nicholas filled the form.
Yes, it's working now. The new phone is working now.
Yeah, the form is accessible now.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yes.
So on this point, I think I'll just give Mr. Enoch the floor for his closing remarks, while we call it a wrap. Mr. Enoch, please.
Thank you so much. It's been a very engaging time. Thanks, Simeon, for doing justice. Thanks, Tete, for giving answering some of the questions bothering us. So, guys, as shared earlier, this is actually an intro into the blockchain space. So we are starting very light. So if you're on a fast lane, I think you just need to be patient with us. We're actually targeting starting scratch, beginners basically. So for the next 4 weeks, we want to have an engaging and a fruitful time. So guys, as for those on the fast-paced lane, we're already mapping out a 3-month intensive bootcamp, hopefully to start ending of January. So we believe if you've gone through this pre-bootcamp, this 4 weeks bootcamp, you should be sound enough to give face the next 3 months learning, building stuff and stuff like that. So let's you're already part of us. So you're already in our platform, so you will get information. For those asking for WhatsApp link, I think join the Telegram and fill the form. The link will be sent to you. For those asking for internship and stuff like that, yeah, we understand this, and we are bringing a lot of sponsors or partners, talking to them as they come in. They will be sharing their opportunities that are available. So it's up to you to get the opportunities. But all the same, the main thing is being in an ecosystem, being in a community. And that's why we have availed ourselves. You're talking about mentorship. Simeon is there, Tita is here, I'm here, and so many of us at the back end. So we're here to push ourselves forward. So just feel free, try to do your tasks as much as you can, ask questions, Therefore, those asking for me, so basically, yeah, we have this in mind. But for this program itself, we might not be having a physical meetup, but it's going to be virtual. So as we start the other bootcamp that will take to 3 months or 4 months, we should have a physical meetup. So irrespective of your location, we already have presence in Abuja, in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Anambra. I hope you can hear me. Someone said it's struggling. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, no problem. So, in the course of the longer bootcamp, we will be having meetups definitely weekends, maybe once or twice in a month, and thereabout. So, but all the same, just be in tune. You guys should just be very active on Telegram as well, and follow us on Twitter, follow our personal channels. Make some tweets about your experience today, and then how you're anticipating for the week ahead. So a whole lot. So we're looking up to you guys to make this an exciting moment. I want to thank you once again for making our time. And then we promise to put in our best, and then you also on your own part promise to make out the best of what you're seeing here. You know, who knows? You might be the person who will be building the next solution that will attract, $1 billion to Africa. So could be anybody. One idea can turn things around. I will be very happy to be, for our community to prosper. When you prosper, we all prosper. So if you have any opportunities, please feel free to interact with any of us, and then we extend to as many as possible. So join the Telegram group. Actually, go to the bootcamp space and let's continue the discussion over there. From here, signing out. Thank you I want to thank my team behind putting all the effort, putting their time and everything. Yes, we are very happy. We pray that God will keep expanding and blessing every one of us. Thank you from here.
Once again, guys, we are so excited to have you guys. It's an exciting journey. Welcome to the space. And like our boss said, you might just be the next person to build a $1 billion project. It works. There are a lot of people making a lot of money on the blockchain space. Many of them are not developers, so there is ample opportunity for everybody on the blockchain space. Please do forward all your questions to the Telegram group, and always check your emails, because emails are our primary communication source. All major information will be shared on the email. So thank you very much, guys.
That's for me, Simeon Nofa. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for your time. And also, like Mr. Esset has said, all the materials for this particular training, all the slides and the training materials, we actually made available to our emails. Engage our Telegram channel more. We are always there, the facilitators, and also the team lead for Ethereum Nigeria is also on the Telegram channel. So before we go here, our leader is telling us to take a peek. So I want us to just do one quick thing. Let's on our cameras, everybody on our cameras on the screen, and we do the wave, and the big wave. Everybody on your cameras on the screen, let's see your cameras.
Let's see your phone light. You can wave your phone touch on the.
Yeah. So let me take the screenshots. Mr. Enoch, can you take the screenshot from your end? Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, I'll take these shots. Wow, I guess we are good now.
Good evening.
Good evening. Bye.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. Good to see you guys.